Uh, Patch notes have finally dropped. Bug fixes. So everything in here is bugs. Oh no. Clan has been updated to 10.0.2. The doctor has been re-enabled. We're already off to an amazing start. We got doctor back. I have a sudden feeling there's going to be a major influx of doctors. Actually, I'm checking the stat tracker right now. Most played killer. Never mind. It's still Jason with almost 24 percent pick rate. I love it. Killer add-ons. Slashers add-ons. Deputy badge is now 2 meters from 4. And it no longer triggers on regressing generators. That's a bug? Oh. Okay. That's good. That was good to know. Alright. 10th anniversary banquet. Changes the rarity of Toothy Turret, offering from very rare to common. Oh, thank God. Fixed an issue with survivors unable to snap out of it against the doctor who were holding a morsel. Fixed an issue where fully infected survivors were able to infect event interactables while playing against the plague. These who are fully infected were able to infect event interactables when playing it. Shouldn't you be able to infect the event interactables though? That would make sense. Fixed an issue where only 3 portals spawned in the game map, making an unable to interacted with. Fixed an issue where rarely it was possible to interact with the portal in the family residency map. Fixed an issue where the poison VFX, remained an asset during the 10th anniversary event. Fixed an issue where the Legion's power did not go on cooldown when throwing poisons as it was ending. Fixed an issue with a blue stain would appear on the survivor when consuming the invisibility morsel while being close to the unknown. Fixed an issue where a placeholder interaction sphere appeared around the Houndmaster's dog soon like when catching a survivor that consumed invisibility. Huh. Did you get your work schedule? No, that'll be later. Fixed an issue with the poison throw sound effects would loop infinitely while throwing and cancel the desert phase transition. Okay. All these are just visual shit. Huh. Audio fixed an issue with Castlevania customizations were not playing their collection music. Huh. Didn't notice that. Fixed an issue where the cooldown of audio node would miss a timer assignment. Fix further unintended longer delay between healing end and saved voiceovers. Fix 2 issues causing Tommy's audio to persist in following trials against the spirit? What? Oh. Fix an incorrect voice line for the first survivor activating World Breaker mode. Fix an issue causing killer and survivor voice lines to be played in English regardless of the voice language selection setting. Would have never known that. Fix an issue where audio distortion could be heard when escaping through the exit gates. Jeez, I'm tired. While the endgame collapse timer was almost done. Alright, now let's get to actual characters. Fix an issue where survivors could pick up an item from the outside the Lich's chest when positioned to the right, left, or backwards. Fixed an issue where the bottom teeth of Nancy Wheeler or Alan Wake Rose outfit would clip inside the top lip when the survivor attempted to escape while on a hook. What? Overall, most of these just seem tiny and meaningless. Fixed an issue with the Skull Merchant being able to deploy a drone under a hook survivor, causing the drone to instantly be refunded. Fixed an issue with the Wraith suppression on the Red Stain and Terror Radius after uncloaking or missing the Ghost Suit add-on. Fixed an issue with survivors could be misaligned while getting pinned by the slasher. Fixed an issue, I'm gonna ignore that. Where survivors with high ping were pinned to walls backwards when moving away from the slasher. Fixed an issue where the mastermind could rarely soft lock when performing a quick double dash with high bang. Where survivors' shadows remained visible while the slasher was an omnipresent evil. Oh, that was a bug? Demogorgon became invisible when teleporting to portal with the survivor on top when the player was lagging. Survivor kept the flame turret when in the dying state against Xenomorph. Survivor just traveled at much shorter distance when hit by the killer power of the mastermind or the slasher. When both were at high ping. Nightmare's black box item was unable to apply the linger effect. Slasher's Dirty Money add-on consumed 2 tokens on the first on a jump scare vault. The Cenobite could teleport under the map or inside the ground when teleporting to a survivor using the Lament configuration. We are getting updates for Cenobite. The Deputy's badge on applied the regression effect on already regressing generators, and Deputy's badge could activate during jump scare teleport for the slasher. Alright. And last of these is the environments. Fixed an issue with the closed guillotine doors in Prime Pantry had no collision. Fixed an issue with Bagnum Preschool where the Vile Purge is blocked by an invisible collision. What? How do some of these happen? Fixed an issue where the killer cannot interact with the hatch. Glad that's fixed. Fixed an issue with the Thompson's house where screen could go black when blinking in part of the map. Oh. Fixed an issue in Toba Landing where the Houndmaster's dog can vault over a window. Fixed an issue in Raccoon City where the slasher can't reach and grab a survivor between 2 assets. Fixed an issue in Trickster's Delusion where players can climb on top of the environment. Oh, yeah, you could get on top of cars in that on that map. I forgot about that. Fixed an issue in Crota's Praying Asylum where grass is floating on top of a hill. Fixed an issue in Bagnum Preschool once again, where assets would spawn too close to each other and prevent players to navigate. Fractured Crow's Shed where an extra collision on the stairs. Ironworks Emittary where Plague's Vile Purge would be blocked by an invisible collision. Why does this keep happening? Fixed an issue in Trickster's Delusion where the slasher could teleport into a blocker. Mount Ormond Resort where the Demogorgon portal would float above the ground placed on the 2nd floor of the building. Realm of Coldwind Farm where the Trap of Trapper appears to be floating. Trickster's Illusion where the introduction camera clips into the Houndmaster. Issue in Mount Ormond Resort where the base of the totem is clipping in the snow. Well, that's not that bad. If it's clipping into the snow, it makes it look more covered. That wouldn't be too bad. Perks fixed an issue with Croc's examination could be triggered by 16 range killer powers. What? Oh, that's amazing. Having that trigger from range killer powers. Fixed an issue where Objects of Possession was unable to be activated when getting unhooked with the shoulder to burden. Lend a hand prompt was displayed. Prompt was displayed on the same survivors that charges were used. Fixed an issue where Buckle Up activated with the perk Conviction. This was primarily amended in error. Previously amended in error. Fixed an issue with the Tome Challenge shared task was unable to be completed. If these are all the patch notes, I'm glad they were able to fix it. That will be all for, bug fixes today. Hopefully that there's no other bug fixes that need to be fixed urgently. And hopefully that's all that needs to be done for the game. I hope a lot of these bugs have been properly fixed. I'm glad Doctor's finally back. That should be all for this video. It's a really short video, but just going over the patch notes, quickly giving you a rundown so you can listen to it and not have to read it. That should be all. Also, if you are seeing this video, do subscribe. I will be making more content in the future, specifically how-to videos for killers. But until then, I'll be seeing you guys.